And we are recording.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
Woo!
to the 24th episode of the Ashen Wastes, a completely casual game where the players do I don't know what, and the DM, that's me, tries to survive, and the players blame me about trying to kill them every 5 minutes. At some point, probably gonna happen. So, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, we're gonna make a character every 5 minutes, and he's gonna kill him every 5 minutes.
Oh boy.
I got a guinea
Not
pig.
yet.
Yay!
IRL wildfire.
And
Suddenly, you all
yes,
watch
we
as
actually.
Wildfire transforms into an oversized guinea pig.
I actually named him Wildfire. So we have a wolf wildfire in the game and a guinea pig, a very chubby guinea pig in real life.
Why is he chubby?
Kind
Because
of
he
chubby.
eats
Because all of the guinea pigs are chubby. Why are you smelling my nose?
stinky.
Breathe.
Oh,
Human stinky.
You
Doesn't have
probably
enough
cute.
on him.
Oh. Since we're here, I guess
Can guinea pigs get rabies?
anything gets rabies.
humans can get
Some things
rabies.
don't. I think possums can't get rabies.
Really?
Most mammals are viable carriers of rabies.
Wait, possums can't get rabies?
They
Possums are
cannot.
fucking impossible to kill.
Um,
Alright. Last we left off, Lou and Straight were investigating the tunnel where the chamber of some sort, where they had initially found the Drow raiding party, as they later learned, and after a little bit more digging, found an interesting area, carved stone circle that seemed to be a teleportation circle of some kind. So not knowing where it may lead, but knowing that on the other side is probably their still missing druid ally, or perhaps the more recently missing artificer ally, they decided to take the leap, figuratively speaking.
Did they bring any backup with them? I thought they were going to get backup.
Yeah, we
Did
brought
in
one of
fact
them, one of the
one of the
guards.
guard. They are accompanied by Tengen, one of the major guards, and who is, as the other ones, quite noticeable due to the fact that, unlike Dro, he is extremely pale in coloration. Let's get the show on the road. As you step on it, kind of feel a bit of vertigo. Your world kind of goes black for a second. You feel like you lose your footing, flip upside. It's almost like being flipped upside down as you fall. Then you land feet first, new area. So you will notice two things. One, I hate that I had to do this. I had to physically turn your tokens a certain way because your sight is limited to a 15-degree arc in front of you. Match your actual line of sight. So it's going to be really awkward. As you move through, just know that if you click on your character's token, then you hold the control key and use the mouse wheel to scroll up or down, it will turn your token so that you can actually look around.
The game is paused.
Oh, right, sorry, the game's paused.
Yeah, you didn't unpause it.
Let's get started.
If Lou doesn't find me dead, then he's gonna kill me himself.
It is a distinct possibility.
stop talking about how much you're dead. We don't know that.
So dead.
And
Neither
don't
do
give the
I.
DM any ideas.
Too
Why? I'm
late.
giving you ideas.
Terrible ideas.
You can't give him ideas. You're not there.
Alright.
Where is Nightshade?
It's right next to you.
Dire
Is that Lou?
Kamara.
Okay, I see you now. Why are we so fucking blind?
I will repeat this one more time. I have limited your sight to your actual line of sight, which is a 15-degree arc Have fun with that.
And
You know
I
what?
was talking to Straits.
Thank you, sir. Give us some more. Anyway, I don't know.
Oh, please.
Okay, are we moving? Where are we going? Do
Oh,
you have any kind of
looks.
tracks or anything?
I have torches, but I can't say that I can really see any tracks here that I could follow. Looks very.
Can you even see?
I can see. Well, but I can see.
I recommend you just light up a torch and look around for any kind of tracks or anything. Uh, and I'm going to do the same. So I'm helping him.
Light a torch?
No, search for tracks.
I guess. Right. Suddenly, there is light as straight the torch. And that, like, let's see. The 20-foot radius of bright light. Dim light for an additional 20 feet. And suddenly, everyone's vision gets to go back to normal. I think this is how I'm going to play it from now on because it just makes it easier for me to be like, yeah, this is what you actually see.
Well, it would appear that going straight is our best course of action. So
Yeah, nowhere else to go. Okay, how are we going to do this? Me first, you second,
Wait,
and
give me 1 second. I'm getting knocks on the.
okay. He's getting knocks on the door.
Hmm. Knock knock. Who's there? Knocks on the door. So does Sierra worship Wolf, or like are they just a creation of Wolf?
We don't know, and she hasn't said anything
Aren't you
about her god.
dead or something?
What?
Aren't you supposed to be dead or something?
Everyone's dead. Alright,
All my friends are dead.
I'm back.
Okay, how are you want to do this? Me first, Straight's second, or are you going first? What was the guard's name? Kenden?
Engen.
Tengen. Are you going first, or should I?
He gives a little bit of an amused smirk and a huff as he starts moving.
Okay, not the talking type. Come on, Straits.
As you get to about this spot, you hear just very faintly as you're just walking through slowly. You hear the sound of a like a sneeze almost.
you hear that?
Yeah,
Is that?
have no idea and don't want to find out.
You Tengen kind of
Um,
step to the side over here and kind of just hug the wall, not necessarily press himself against, just kind of hug the wall. He starts slowly, much more slowly, moving. I'm gonna need everybody to make stealth checks. You try to
Stealth?
All
pass
of
by
us?
who is making that snoring noise.
Alright, I guess I'll make a stealth check.
Listen,
You.
Why are you
15.
making stealth checks? You're not even here.
He said everyone.
Everyone that is present.
Ooh, please make it stealth. Okay. Ooh, 7.
Shit.
You
I don't have a lucky.
Mine didn't even go through. Oh gosh.
step down and
You
you
are the paladin.
feel as a little clod of dirt just kind of to your feet.
Lou just says shit on it under his breath.
Again, will kind of give you a little nudge backwards and take a step back. You slowly hear the sound of padding feet coming from the direction just to the right of you.
Lou slowly
I will
draws her
give
sword.
we'll give you another chance to make a stealth check if you would like.
Sure, why not? 17, that's
Okay,
better.
that's better.
Alright,
Must have been the wind.
must have been the wind. You see a creature step into the light. It doesn't turn towards it, just kind of looks around.
Do I know what kind of creature is it?
You can make a. What did I usually do for Underdark creatures? I think I did
History.
history checks.
Yep.
I believe
Yeah,
that would be a history check.
history check.
Or I
You
guess a
see
nature check, maybe?
it would be a history check because in this case he's been sent mostly on surface missions, not necessarily Underdark exploration missions. 25.
But he
You
has been hitting the books.
You've been hitting the books. It's like with the Umber Hulks, where it's like you've never actually seen them in person before, but you know what they are because they're one of those things that get addressed as like crash course to surviving the Underdark. Here are some of the most common creatures. One of them is the Quaggoth, faintly human-sized, kind of
Ooh.
like a yeti almost, in that kind of build. They have very tiny. They do have eyes, very small ones. They are almost universally blind. If any Quaggoths you encounter that aren't blind are considered a rare mutation. Just kind of pads around on its knuckles.
It looks like my uncle.
No biting daddy. Wildfire. No biting daddy.
And then it starts to slowly move forwards. Just,
I gesture to Tengen with my hands to be follow them. Like military kind of gesture.
he gives a light sigh and just slowly nods to you. He looks at you and he looks you in the eye with like a serious expression. He nods yes. Just kind of slowly steps forward again, still kind of hugging the wall as best as he can. And you hear the patting hands and feet of the creature. It's barely outside of the light. And straight, you can just barely see like the feet of this thing. It's just kind of patting around the outside of the where the light currently is, like this. Another step. Let's see. Again, passes around the corner. The creature heads over the rocks. It actually, as Straight walks forward, the creature kind of appears over some rocks and looks around slowly, and then it steps with its hand and it falls forward onto its own shoulder, and it kind of just scrambles up, goes back to the chamber.
Optional boss fight averted.
Oh, those aren't bosses. Don't flatter me.
At least.
You round the bend You hear crushing noise, like the constant sound of dirt and rock just kind of being.
Is it
Again,
like
Tengen
a
stops, just
uh,
tenses slightly, just looks around. Not nearly as intense as a purple worm, nearly as intense. But it is that same, very much something in the earth somewhere, just kind of moving and causing that shifting noise. It's a little closer. You actually feel it for a moment as the noise, the sensation, the rumbling sensation, becomes rather intense underneath your feet for a moment, and it kind of passes kind of towards Straight's direction. And Straight, you is the closest one to it. You kind of notice it stop. In the wall just around maybe here. Then it stops. Straight, I would like you to make a stealth check. You get that kind of like hairs on the back of your neck sensation. Your danger senses are tingling.
my spidey senses are tingling?
Exactly.
Is it muted?
No.
Is that?
I needed you to make a stealth check.
Gotcha. Oh, bye.
You're so lucky. You don't have disadvantage.
No.
You are quite lucky, as just as you start moving, the thing moves as well. And as you lift, in that moment where you lift your foot and put it forward, you feel the thing passing directly underneath you, and then it goes off behind you in the direction that Quaggoth creature was, and you are safe to go again. As you come closer and Tengen and Lu, you get into the light again, you just barely notice that there seems to be an entryway over here, and what looks to be another one over here and over here. Tengen is currently looking around.
I whispered to Tengen, uh, do you know which way are we supposed to go? Are there any tracks?
He'll kneel down and he'll start checking for tracks. The two of you can also make survival checks to try to find any tracks.
I'm gonna help
I'm gonna check closer up to
straight.
here.
Straight, go ahead and make your
Survival.
survival.
Pop up.
Straight, you don't find any tracks in this kind of area. Uh, Hangen seems to find something. As he quickly stands up and he just kind of moves off towards this direction. Just kind of, he's like half bowing down, just staring at the ground as he's moving. And again, you all feel that gentle rumble. More this time, one coming from directly behind you all, and one that seems to be a little farther off, but it almost feels like it's in the wall somewhere. All three of you can make stealth checks for me.
This has turned into Tom Clancy game.
This is turned into Metal Gear Solid.
No.
Oh
I
no!
would say like a talk I
Oh
had the
no!
other day. Like one of my teachers actually knew Tom Clancy personally. Like he knew him in college, and like he worked with him at Red Storm.
7 degrees. Yeah. You start heading through, and then a creature, as you all start walking through, you don't make any loud noise or anything. But you all kind of get startled as you see a large stony face melt out of the wall and just looks down at the three of you. And you see form of a, if it will let me, that would be amazing. You let me? Yes, you will. Thank you. It kind of fully steps out, and you see a very stocky, a little, almost the same height as Lou, creature of pure stone, kind of pull itself out of the rocky wall, kind of impose itself in the middle of the hallway.
What is that?
Can I
The
use
thing I
stone cunning to know what it is?
It is a it is a history check. Unfortunately, this is not a piece of architecture.
It was made of stone. That was worth
Well,
a
because
try.
I know, but it specifically says architecture in the
Yeah, I
stone
know,
cunning.
but it
Wait,
was
if you
worth a
had
try.
mold earth, would that work on this thing?
That is an interesting question. If only you were there to test that theory. 13.
If only
It's
I
a
had
rock
that spell.
creature. Kind of weird.
Hee hee haha. I have that spell.
Huh.
If only we were both there for you to tell me to cast that spell.
And as it kind of just appears, will hold up. It'll kind of slam its hand into the wall, and you see a lot of dust kind of cascading down. And from the patch of the wall next to it, the earth kind of crudely form into the shape of itself almost. And then two more of those creatures step out, but they're a little bit smaller and less defining features. Like the main one actually has like indents that could pass for a face. The other ones don't have any features at all. They just look like actual rocks were torn out of a wall. And I'm gonna need you guys to roll initiative as the creatures will start to do something. Kind of hard to tell intent against creatures made of actual stone. Let me start combat. There you go.
Ah, yes. The fucking god of death is back.
Wow. Jesus.
Oh, what a waste of a nat 20.
Right? Lou and Straight, you get to go first. The creatures still haven't necessarily made an aggressive move, but the main one did kind of growl, grunt at you, and summoned two rock creatures, so it's kind of up in the air at this point.
Um, hmm. I'm gonna use one of my spells to hopefully scare him off.
That's certainly one way.
No, this one. Did it come to the chat? Yep.
Choose one creature within 60 feet of you that you can see. The creature must make a wisdom saving throw unless it is immune to being frightened. So which one are you targeting?
The main one that summoned the other two.
So this one is not immune to being frightened, so it has to make a wisdom saving throw. DC of... What is your spell save DC?
I think it was 17. My spell DC, yeah, 17.
As you kind of channel the power in your holy symbol, there you feel like a flicker of... Look at the... You feel like a flicker of energy in the shape of a dragon's head kind of appears behind you. Just like a sensation for a brief moment. The creature does kind of take a step back. Looks, as best as a rock creature can be, frightened.
Can we just I just start moving forward.
The creature continues to step away as you step
No, no,
closer.
move forward in this direction. Just not fighting. Just want to get away from it.
Oh. Yes. The other ones, which don't have any notable features, they don't seem to respond, but as the main one kind of looks at you and kind of looks cowed, the other two do not make any movements towards you as you slowly squeeze past. This one, the main one, eventually sinking back into the wall as you pass by.
And when I'm moving, I gesture to Straits and Tengen to follow me.
The creatures all meld back into the wall as you pass by.
Fight successfully averted. Mission successfully failed.
This is averted.
Hopefully,
Said it at the exact same time.
okay. Where now?
He looks back down and he will take a moment to repeat his tracking. Takes a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. And eventually starts heading back forward. And again, there's another. The three of you pause again as you hear another, another much more faint rumbling, still coming from beneath you, but almost like further beneath. You wait until it passes by, before starting up again. There is another intersection here, and as he kind of looks a little confused, and you see him looking to this path and to this side as well. Seems to be two sets of tracks with the same sized feet, so I wager either of them be leading anywhere. Which one do you want to drive first?
Whatever we do not gonna split up because that hasn't gone well for us so far.
I noticed.
Ah, and let's try this one first.
Again, as you head down this way, you hear another.
Easy now. Lou just
Check.
goes into the the half stealth.
Crouch.
Yeah,
Your stuff.
stealth.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Despite the fact that you somehow managed to find another large clod of dirt, don't seem to awaken. You pass by just fine.
And for now.
they're good for now. But me being a paladin definitely is going to hurt us at some point.
Tengen looks down at the ground again. Oh, it's a loop here. I see. Must just be trying to waste people's time. And he goes forward. Okay. And then I gotta move y'all to the next map, so be patient as I drag your tokens. PCs. I need you here. I need you here. And I need you technically in the back, because that's where you were last time. Straight, you still have your torch on. Let's say 40, 20. Okay.
So once the sauce is ready, pour it through a sieve, and then pour that onto the chicken, and then garnish.
Who's watching Tasting History?
How did you know?
How did
Because
you
I
The
can
know?
audio.
hear it.
How did
What?
you
These,
know
I don't
what
even
it
have my speakers
was?
on.
I can hear it. I heard
I
when
was
the sauce is
fast-
ready,
I
put it
was-
through a sieve, and I'm like, who the heck is watching Tasting History?
I was
Maximum?
fast forwarding to the end because I just wanted to look at the end product.
Oh my god.
Send me the link.
Called out.
The Titanic second class experience, and it's recipes that they were cooking on the Titanic.
It's his most recent videos. I know very well.
Send me the
Yeah.
link. I have to watch
History.
that.
Yes, exactly, because they were really worried about culinary perfection on the
Well, they
Titanic.
were, and then the iceberg happened.
And then the iceberg did that.
If
And
they
they
No, no,
were
no.
a
didn't.
bit more
I
concerned about the actual
Oh,
ship, that
messed up the
shit
joke.
wouldn't happen.
I messed up the joke. What I meant to say was they were worried about the food, and then it hit them.
Um,
He's funny, isn't he?
I kept wondering why that ball kept getting closer. Then it hit me.
Eh.
But
And then
dude,
I realized I was in high school dodgeball.
mm,
Alrighty. As you enter the second area, you move forward again, and then still keeping track of the tracks seem to have been made by those drow from before, or at least similar ones. You hear another very faint, just that same snoring coming from maybe kind of in front, somewhere around here. Tingen will
Is
kind of step a little bit towards the wall, away from that sound. And he's like, oh my god, how many of these things are here?
apparently a lot.
And as you get closer to this wall, you hear very faintly from the other side of the wall, just a kind of like a, almost like a scratching noise, like a long scraping sound against dirt, punctuated by sounds of light impacts, like something being hit repeatedly, and almost like a, if you press your ear to it, like a vague trilling sound that almost seems familiar. Kind of hard to put it right now.
Is it the same thing that happened before the rock monster came out of the wall?
No, this is different. This is very faint. Like, this is a thick wall you're next to, and on the other side of it is some sort of thing. The trilling sound you can hear, it's high pitched. You can just barely hear it through the wall. It's something that kind of tugs at the back of your brain, but you're just like, where did I hear that before? You're not quite sure.
Interesting.
And as you pass by this little crevice over here, there's a little rattling noise as a, quite literally, skeleton slowly kind of pulls itself out of what looked like the hole in the wall. It kind of looks at you. It kind of falls down to the ground. You notice that it's missing the lower half of its body. There's a spinal cord, but the pelvis and the legs are missing entirely as it kind of slowly crawls itself towards you.
Can I? I'm gonna attack it real quick to kill it before it makes any sounds.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. You kind of like that twitch instinct. You turn, you kind of feel that kind of nagging sensation at the back of your head, and you see this little skeleton and you instantly just a quick step, boom, smack it in the head, and because of your natural improved divine smite, especially, the thing can almost disintegrates under the force of the blow. Ashes and bone bits flung into the air. The sound of bone being crushed under your weapon kind of echoes slightly.
Lou stands still. It's not moving.
Would make stealth checks.
I really have to paint my armor black at some point.
You mean purple?
No, purple is for outdoors. It's blue navy
No,
actually.
purple is for stealthy orc because you never see a purple orc. Okay, let's see. We got
Stealth.
I am rolling
stealth.
unusually
Force.
well for stealth.
There's kind of three of them. And yet, don't seem to notice. Although one of them does get rather dangerously close to Tengen, and you see him very slowly. You watch him hold his breath. He just reaches towards his shoulder for one of the weapon handles. As the creature draws closer, he slowly moves his hand around the handle. And it will attempt to make a swipe towards him very quickly.
Can I, before he does that, can I pick up a stone and throw it somewhere else? Like maybe here.
Sure. Make an athletics check to see if you can throw it hard enough to make a good echo.
Okay. Athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
27.
You, without even thinking, you reach back, manage to find a clod of dirt off in the wall, tear it off, and just throw it full force into the cavern. And just the creature
Yeet.
kind of raises its claws, and Tengen's like a half second from drawing his weapon. That sound of a massive clod of dirt hitting the ground and exploding everywhere, and all three of the creatures just spin towards the sound and back towards it.
The yeet was successful.
He was successful. Tengen kind of gives you a nod of appreciation as you start moving forward. You still hear the creatures like almost like just annoyed sounding. As you pass by a few moments later, you start to hear. And you hear that the thudding and trilling sound from across the wall, still in the kind of like this direction. It's faint, but you still, again, it's almost familiar in a weird way. And as you start moving forward and you find another intersection, the noise gets a little bit louder, and you start to hear it a little bit more clearly. It's on the tip of your tongue now, but you're still kind of like, where did I hear this before?
He's chewing on my mic.
I don't hear the chewing.
Nom nom nom.
Everything is nom nom for him.
Indeed.
The
So it's
world
like
is
any other
classified
animal.
into one or the other thing. Edible and not edible.
I actually want to think of it as poopable or not poopable. Lou tries to follow the sound.
The sound would lead you downwards. And Tengen kind of looks at you, he's like, what are you doing? Back to this way.
There is a sound over here. Gonna check it out. because it's familiar for some reason.
Alright, but be careful. He'll kind of stay by and he just kind of stares down at the tracks for a little bit before kneeling down and starting to kind of like just mess with them, investigate them a little more closely. Straight, who you follow?
Also, I don't have night vision for some reason.
You do. It is just extremely faint. Yeah, you do. You have a 60-foot dim vision. It's just extremely faint for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay at the opening. Now.
Lou, you notice that as you reach like this spot right here, this purple moss fungi, you notice that just like the stuff in Qigong proper, this is bioluminescent. Now that you're close up to it, you realize it's actually fairly bright considering. It's not super bright, but there is a unique color. There is a unique brightness to the actual fungi themselves. Just that when they're at such a great distance, you don't notice it at first. Kind of pretty, almost like gems.
Where is the sound coming from? Is the sound getting louder?
You hear it echoing, but it still seems to be coming from in front of you. As you get farther away from the light source, I'm going to have to do this. Remember, you can hold the control key and spin the mouse wheel, the scroll wheel, to actually change the direction you're looking in. Yeah. It seems to be coming from this direction. Although now that you're getting closer, you also hear a very faint, almost rattling noise, but very infrequently coming from over here. As you get closer, you start to hear the sound a little louder. As you turn the corner, you see the familiar sight of three fairly large. Gonna turn your character in that direction, that'd be great.
My controller is fucking with me right now.
Oh.
Dude, what the fuck? Fuck it, I'm gonna pull out the torch.
Got the torch?
What the hell? Yeah, pull out the torch.
Okay.
I am going to pull out the torch. Inventory. Torch. Yo, torch. There we go.
There we go. You see the familiar sight of flail snails.
Ah,
The cavern around them kind of glows rather brightly as they seem to have crawled on almost every available inch here, and there is that glass that they leave behind, that glassy residue they leave behind, gently glimmering in your torchlight. The trilling sounds were coming from them.
nice. And I will go back to the party.
You do still hear that rattling noise coming from over here, if you'd like to. Very faint. It's infrequent. It's like for every 2 breaths you take, you'll get a rattling noise. You see shadows, shapes. As you get closer, you realize they are undead creatures, skeletons. Kind of light reaches in towards the first one. It starts to turn towards you, and you see ripped chainmail, torn apart, half of an arm missing, a broken sword in its left hand. As it kind of turns towards you, and you start hearing more noises as more of them kind of start walking in your direction.
I'm gonna make an attack against this one because he was the first one that moved, I think.
takes another step towards you. I would
15.
easily hit. 11, 12. You bring it down to 1 HP.
Fuck you.
Do I hear all this happening, by the way?
You see Lou going, and then as you kind of just peer into the darkness, there's a moment where you see a torchlight, and then it gets a little closer, and then it kind of disappears over the corner. Then you get just that back end echo of a heavy impact slamming into something.
I attack again.
That will take it down as you completely pulverize its torso, and it just kind of flings. All the bones get flung off to the side wall. As four more of these creatures step forward, and you start feeling that familiar back of your head.
I'm gonna start running in.
I'm gonna do another attack.
You then move forward and swing almost wildly, almost missing, but you manage to take the thing's head off quite cleanly. Straight, you walk in and see as Lou is just going to town on a bunch of skeletons.
Well, this is what you were fighting. Well,
One of them,
it's not
one
too
of them will
difficult.
attack Lou. Wow, that's a natural 20 to hit.
That hits, I guess.
Wow, that's the best skeleton ever. 13 points of piercing damage as its half-broken sword gets kind of stabbed in the shoulder area where the joint is. Lucky
Okay.
you're a paladin, or else you'd have to start rolling for diseases.
Negative 13. I will retaliate with a 24 to hit.
Can I run up and start
Yes, you
slashing
may.
at them too? Okay, cool.
One stabs you right as you come in with your weapon, and you manage to kind of cut it from its left shoulder all the way down to its right hip, and it just falls lifelessly. Well, more lifelessly, I suppose. The other two still mindlessly stepping forward as Straight comes in. The first hit, you do actually take off the creature's right arm, but to be fair, the creature's right arm was hanging on with a single bit of sinew, so there's not much holding it together. It doesn't seem to notice. Another attack, though. Unfortunately, that one was not sheer luck. That was very much as it brings up at you from an awkward angle. You swing your sword down, and your blades kind of meet in the middle and clang off of each other. It misses you with that. You literally parried each other by accident.
Cool. Let's see.
Level 10. So yeah, you get one. Sorry, Lou. You get one more attack. You get another action. The skeleton will attempt to stab at you, but miss entirely as you kind of just bring your shield up and quickly slam the sword out of the way, leaving it open.
I follow the momentum and attack.
Oh, the momentum! You took its head off, but it doesn't seem to mind the loss.
There's a
Have another
9.
attack. That hits. And that'll do it. As that creature, you take off its head, and then you aim straight down the middle, and you shear a majority of its rib cage off, and it tumbles to the ground. There's one remaining, and it'll try to make one more attack towards Straight, which just barely, the tip of its blade, it kind of swings down, and you step back, but the very tip of that broken tip manages to pierce into your foot through your shoe. You take 6 points of piercing damage. You feel a little bit of an uncomfortable sensation as rusted metal pierces through your foot.
Tetanus. Nice. You don't know that, do we?
TP. You're gonna get TP.
That good old lockjaw.
No numbing on
Slash
that
it.
mic.
Seems like somebody else has something else locked in his jaw.
My lord. Straight, go ahead and make your attack. 13 does hit.
That was mine.
Oh, that was yours. Yeah, both of you swing in, and just like a massive pair of scissors, the entire thing just snaps in half and crumbles to the ground, just like the rest. You just have now you have a pile of bones and ruined bits of armor and weapons in front of you.
Hmm.
You continue looking through this room.
Thanks for the
Suppose
assist, man.
Well, I thought it was a lot more difficult from what it sounded like out there. But
Yeah, battle is like that. Let's go back. And the sound that was making, in the other cave, there's flail snails. That's why it was sounded so familiar.
going the other direction.
We're going back. Yeah.
and still standing there, kind of looks at you. Looks you up and down really quickly. Sees Straight has a bleeding foot. Gonna be all right.
Yeah, he will be alright.
Hold on. He kind of
Be
reaches
fine. We
towards
can.
his hip, and he kind of tosses you. It was like a little underhand toss. A cloth wrap for your foot.
Have plenty of these, but thank you anyway. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the gesture.
All right. Let's see. Comes around and looks to the side, and you see his body tense again. You've got to be shitting me.
How many fucking ways there are in this fucking Canada?
Too many, if you ask me. Looks like there's Umber Hulks just over there. He points in this direction. And he kind of he gestures the ground and is like, see? And you see massive three-clawed toes and feet, three-clawed feet just kind of deeply pressed into the ground. Those are Umber Hulk tracks. Pretty fresh ones, too.
Yeah, I see them. I don't think they are going for Umber Hawks. So maybe they went this way.
As you keep going forward, slowly inching forwards and just looking around, you notice that they seem to be this entire area. Like if I was to...
Oh, I
I
heard
heard
it.
that one.
Yeah.
This entire section, you just see these massive imprints on the ground going every which way. This entire three-way intersection, you just see a bunch of these prints.
So where does can you see the prints still, or
No, you see the prints. They're just in that entire area that I had highlighted.
no? I'm talking to thinking.
Oh.
Can we still follow the tracks, or
I think I can. Just gonna keep going. It just means that whichever way we go, there's a slight chance of Umber Hulks. So just be careful, I guess. You can usually sense vibrations in the ground, so it's something not quite in our favor.
okay, you're numbing and that is like for too much. We're going back into the cage. There we go.
Despite all his rage, still just a guinea pig in a cage.
Yes.
Go ahead and make me stealth checks as you start slowly and carefully making your way down to, if you want to avoid attracting any Umber Hulk attention.
We definitely don't want any attention from Umberhawks. So,
You
stealth
remember last time.
checks.
Ooh.
Fuck.
And straight.
Yeah, we all botched them.
There's a. You all think you go pretty quietly. Like you're, making sure to take slow steps. You move at the same time, the same stride, and then you just hear. You start feeling the kind of heavy footfalls. And you remember when you were in a much more claustrophobic tunnel in a nest of these things. And straight to the very, very edge of that dim light given by the torch, you see light reflecting off of a large carapace. And creature turns. It's gonna barrel towards you as you watch as a massive Umber Hulk just rush forwards towards straight.
Christ.
Crushed.
Shit.
Crushed. Are going back into the initiative order. As one
Wow.
one of the enterprising creature in particular actually takes the initiative to just burrow through the wall in front of you, Lou, and just rush through. Ah, that was your worst initiative roll.
Ever.
I mean, it's not terrible, but that was your worst initiative roll ever.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, that was pretty bad because I have a 7 natural, so I rolled a 3.
Yeah. The Umber Hulk that's here kind of appears, and it's going to steer straight, and it will use its attacks. All right, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Three attacks, 2 with its claws, 1 with its massive pair of mandibles that want to rip your flesh in half. And a 1
Hi.
towards straight, and a kind of a backhand towards Tengen, and a bite attack towards straight again. The bite would miss, but you take a claw to the chest for 7 slashing damage, and Tengen takes a claw for 9 slashing damage.
Can I use one of my superiority die for maneuver parry?
You certainly can, and also, hey, you remembered.
Also,
Yeah, because I was looking straight at him for that.
roll your initiative. You're out of initiative.
Hey, you didn't roll your initiative. Imagine he moves first. Oh my god!
Fuck you, man.
This is the second time. Hell, what is my net 20s going towards?
Alright,
Initiative.
well,
Fuck you, and you're jinxing me. Imagine he
Count that
moves
as-
first. He
I didn't
moves
do anything.
first.
we'll count that first action on the Umber Hulk's behalf as a surprise attack, as it part of it entering combat. Straight, it is your turn.
For that parry.
Yep.
That parry, yeah, I'm going to roll this.
Ooh, a 6.
No,
Unfortunately,
that's added. That's added.
that's
that's,
added to your AC.
That's subtracting from the damage itself.
Oh, the damage, I thought it was the attack roll. Okay.
Oh, parry, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you only take 1 point of damage then, right? Yeah, I did 7 to you. You were parried 6, so you only take 1 point of damage. You bring your sword up against its claw, and you manage to absorb most of the impact. Well done. Well played.
Let's see. I'm going to attack the one that attacked me then.
At the start of your turn, I would like you to either make a charisma saving throw or avert your eyes as you start your turn looking at the Umber Hulk in front of you.
Hold on a second. Nightshade, what's your dexterity modifier?
X mod?
Yeah.
It's 3.
So it's 1d10 plus your dex.
Oh, so I didn't take any then.
Yeah.
Oh, well then. There you go. You take 0 damage from that claw attack. But I'm still going to need that wisdom saving throw. Charisma saving throw or avert your eyes. And if you avert your eyes, you get disadvantage.
I'm gonna try and do this. Saving throw. Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
it's unfortunate. Actually,
Alrighty,
wait.
well,
What is my thing? What is my thing?
let's roll.
Dominable.
Dominable. Ooh, that's a good idea. Roll the saving throw again. See what you get.
Come
Uh,
on.
it goes by
The
1.
dice was
Rude.
Lou jinxed you because he said "fuck you" after you got the good initiative, and so the dice was like, "Fine, if you don't want me to roll well." All right,
Damn
because
it.
you failed the Umber Hulk's charisma saving throw, you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn, and you have to roll a d8 to determine what you do on this turn. Roll a d8 for me. On a 1 to 4, you do nothing. On a 5 to 6, you take no action, but you get to move in a random direction. Ooh,
Christ
that's a
almighty.
4. Lose your entire action, bonus action, and reaction for this round.
And I meant the fuck you to you, DM, because you said, imagine him go first.
Noticed.
Maybe you should have specified that guy.
Noted. The Umber Hulk will take its turn out of
No.
the surprise round, and it's gonna say, "Hey," not doing anything. It's gonna smack the shit out of Straight a couple times, and then bite towards Tengen, who's next to it. Yeah, sure, I'll do it publicly. So 18, 20 both hit for 24 points of slashing damage to Straight, and it's gonna bite towards Tengen. 26 to hit does land, 7 points damage.
Jesus.
Which one's mine?
24 is for you. The 2 claws.
Tengen had advantage on his initiative rolls. Slightly better, not much. Well, wow, I totally forgot some of this stuff. So you marked your HP, yes.
Tangen's turn, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just asking Straight if he marked his health.
I marked minus the 24.
Good. Um, yeah. Okay, he was surprised at the beginning of combat, isn't incapacitated. So you watch as Tengen grabs these 2 large weapons off of his back, and he begins to rage.
Oh, barbarian.
And he quickly rushes in and does a bit of a spin as he attacks the Umber Hulk with both of his weapons. And, please don't give me a Please don't give me I've not been liking Foundry lately. It's sad. Watch as he kind of he grabs these 2 weapons, and at first you think those are big swords, and then you realize they're a bit too big, and he starts swinging these 2 great swords with ease as he goes in for 1, 2, his action. Both of those clanging off the creature's hide as he goes for to use a bonus action. Both of those attacks clang off the creature's thick hide as he makes his slashes. Okay. start hearing the sounds of another Umbra Hulk running towards the hole in the wall the previous one made. Lou, it is your turn.
I am going to do this.
Hold monster. Okay, on which one?
This one.
One. Okay. One has to make a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
Do your worst.
Well, it did its worst. No, it didn't do its worst. But it did fail. This creature is now paralyzed. As it kind of lunges towards you, you see it stutter and look like it's trying to move, but it's having great difficulty.
So, because it's paralyzed, it's auto hits and crits, I guess.
No. It's if you hit, you get advantage on attacks, and if you hit its AC, you auto crit. But that was an action to cast, right?
Hold on. I have no idea. Let me check on my
Do you
spell
have
book.
anything else you can do?
Let me check my spell book. Spell. Yes, that's
Oh, yeah.
an action to
Uh-huh.
cast.
So that's your action.
Bonus action. Bonus action.
Do you have anything you can do as a bonus action?
Bonus. That yeah. I'm just looking for something to do. Oh right. I can do this.
Hey, which one are you marking?
The same
Your
one.
vow. Same one. So you're gonna give yourself another source of advantage. Okay. Alrighty.
Hold on. This. We gain advantage on attack rolls against. No. This one then. Because
Alright, you
I,
mark this one.
for a second, I thought that's gonna buff my attacks.
So that one is targeted by the Vow of Enmity, and this one is paralyzed. Where's the paralysis icon? Paralysis. This is it? Nope, that's shocked. Dazed. There's so many icons and I don't know to find the one. Or we'll do restrained and shocked to mimic the effect. Okay. One behind the wall moves. This one is paralyzed, so it spends its turn. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom save. It will attempt another wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. That is still a failure. It is still very much paralyzed. Top of the round, straight. Thing beat the hell out of you. What are you gonna do? Swift and furious strikes.
Paralyzed is in the second row, the third one.
We'll say that both of them are the same. Because I'm putting restrained and shocked because it doesn't actually have a paralyzed icon, which is weird to me.
No, it has is like a cross. If you look at the
Oh,
second row,
that's what that is? Oh my
yeah,
god, okay.
it looks like a fucking cross. That's paralyzed for
Okay,
some fucking reason.
looks like a crucified individual. Alright, straight, what are you gonna do?
Let's see. Do I have to do another wisdom or charisma?
Well, since you so bravely asked, at the start of your turn, because you had already failed the saving throw, confusing gaze. On a failed saving throw, the creature cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn. So, the effect ends at the start of your turn, so you can either make another DC 15 charisma saving throw, or
I
close
got
your
your
eyes and get
eyes.
all attacks.
Hmm,
Does my vow of
just avert
enmity
my eyes.
help
Fuck it.
my allies, or is it
Nope, it
just
is
me?
only for the paladin.
Okay. Good to know.
Straight, what will you do?
I'll avert my eyes and try to attack the one me.
Your attacks with disadvantage.
They're not making anything, so.
Well, not 20s.
No.
My lord. That is a miss. Hit the ground before its feet. It kind of steps up over the blade swing.
Let's see. One more time. Oh, come
Oh,
on.
that is a very unfortunate no.
A 20 and a nat 20. Fuck.
That's upsetting.
The
One more
creature.
time.
One more time.
Yes!
21.
That
4.
does hit. 4 points of damage. Hey, you managed to score into its body. And it will
And,
screech rather angrily.
and it will take 1d4 next turn.
Give you a 1, 2. Both of those manage to miss. And a bite attack towards you straight, and that manages to hit. A 21 to hit for 18 points of slashing damage.
He has something against you, man.
You don't watch, but you feel as the creature slashes towards you, kind of duck, and as you come back up for air, you just watch its body lurch forward, and then suddenly you feel the sensation of 2 massive pincers just puncturing your neck, into the back of your neck. It's not pleasant. 18 points of slashing damage total.
How much
Shite.
did you say? 18?
18 total.
I hope you have something.
Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. Don't
Oh, what
do
the
the
hell?
damage.
I
I
didn't
just
do that. I
remembered
didn't do that.
what.
I didn't throw that in.
So so did you? So don't mess. Did you mess with your HP already?
I did.
I just remembered something important.
The vines.
Tengen has a special ability because he is an ancestral guardian barbarian. He gets this. So I need to roll another 2d6. He is a 14th level barbarian. You reduce the damage you would take by 14, so you only take 4 points of slashing damage from the bite. You're clicking all the wrong ones.
I'm not clicking anything. What the fuck? Why is it doing that? Jesus Christ. It's
You
being
only
stupid.
take 4 points of damage.
I know. Jesus Christ. I don't know why it's doing that.
I will send you to Jesus.
Beezus.
Fucking god.
I will send you to Jesus.
Beezus.
Tengen's
Send
there.
you Jesus in pieces.
Alright, so Stray, you only lost 4 HP instead of 18 as spectral images of elves kind of surround you and protect you from the majority of the blow.
That's so nice to know.
Again, as he starts his turn, will avert his eyes, but he will also go reckless. And he's gonna swing with his greatswords. And 1, 2, 3. Because he had disadvantage from averting his eyes, fortunately he only rolls straight rolls because he blessed. Otherwise, that nat 20 would be juicy. The creature still gets hit twice for a total of 21 points of slashing damage.
How does he look?
Not quite. Not quite half, but fairly weakened. It is not happy, and it officially turns its full attention onto Tengen as the one who is hitting him the most and hitting him the hardest. This creature
It's
slowly.
all fine by me. Away from me.
Right. It's its burrowing speed. 10, and then it'll use an action to finish burrowing all the way forward through the wall, leaving a massive tunnel in its wake as it appears next to Lou. Lou, it is your turn.
Hmm. Hmm. I am going to. What I am going to do.
And remember, if you're looking at these creatures, you gotta either avert your eyes for disadvantage, or just make a charisma saving throw against being.
But because I have this one on holds, it's just a straight roll. So let's attack him twice.
22 and a 13. The 13 would clang off of its hide, but the 22 would hit. And because it is an auto crit, if you put your cursor on the damage numbers, the one that hit, you'll notice there's a heart and a plus sign and a plus sign. Yeah, you hit the plus sign. 13 plus 7 is 20 plus 16 36 points of damage. Are you gonna normal
Yep.
smite that?
Yes, of course.
36 plus what? What level will be smiting at?
I have no idea how many spells left do I have. Yum, yum, yum. I have one level 2 that I'm going to burn.
Okay, so that's 3d8 radiant damage.
That's 3d8.
10. 46 points of damage in total as you just slash this creature and absolutely wreck a vast majority of its hide, and you actually manage to lop off one of its mandibles. It's paralyzed, but it is trying very hard to screech in pain.
Doesn't um the smite get crit too?
Oh, it does roll another 3d8. Jesus. About that one, that's an important thing to remember. Smite damage does get doubled. Another 13. It
Jesus.
definitely looks pretty banged up with one hit. Like, you almost one-shot this thing. Let's see. We have... Yeah. Let me double-check hold person. It only repeats the saving throw at the end of its turn, I believe. Hold monster. Hold
Do you want me to
monster.
roll it again?
No, I'm just double-checking. I can see it. The end of its turns, yeah, no, not when it's hit, just at the end of the turn. So it does not get the opportunity to resist again. Ember Hulk is gonna use its full action to burrow all the way through the wall. It appear in the way, but now it is completely blocked off by the other Umber Hulk, which at the end of its turn will make a wisdom saving throw against your old monster. And it still fails. It is still paralyzed and absolutely helpless to your onslaught.
Hold monster is good. I'm so happy I paid 50,000 for that focus.
You're so glad you forced your dad to pay 50,000 for that focus.
Yeah, I'm
Top of
pretty
the round,
glad.
it is Street's turn.
Yeah, excuse me, can I interrupt for just a second? Um, I'm getting pretty tired. Are y'all fine if I just head to bed?
Hmm?
He wants to go to
Okay.
sleep because he seems dead to me. He sounds dead.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to end it or anything. Like
Oh, you're
I'm just
fine.
gonna head to bed.
Nah, you're fine, man. You sound really
Alright.
tired. Go to bed.
Care.
Okay.
Sleep well.
Carry on without me, and good luck. Hopefully you find me.
Hopefully,
Good night.
Lou doesn't kill you.
See why not, but well, sorry.
Alright,
They
well,
I'll
find me
see why
shooting
he
a
would.
in
good
Probably
night,
be the
y'all.
correct one.
See you in the recap.
Okay,
Care.
bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Yeah.
Tune in next time on How Are We Gonna Find a Snake Lady? Alrighty. Straight. It's the
The
top of the
spider.
round. The Spider Lady. The ladies. Oh,
Ladies are missing.
Women are
Let's
so
see.
complicated.
So I'm gonna swipe at the fucker again.
avert your eyes.
Let's see. Yeah, 1d4. The each creature, right?
No,
There's no
no.
necrotic damage.
Wait, what?
He's
Yeah, from
wounding. He's
Oh,
wounding.
yes, the
longsword of wounding.
wounding. Yes, the wounding. Thank you for reminding me. It's very nice when the players actually keep track of their micromanaging stuff.
Let's see. Oh yeah, sorry. No, they have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, DC 15 con save.
If he fails that, he's gonna take that.
Yeah, then it's 3.
Con save. Failed miserably. So that's 3 points of damage. It's not
Alright, now I'm
emotional
gonna
damage, it's physical damage.
Emotional damage.
let's see. I'm gonna swipe at it 3 times. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, that 15, that not 20. Unfortunately, all of those will
10,
miss.
15, 12. Shit.
That's so fucking rough, dude. That's
I
rough, buddy.
I recommend you just look at it and bite
I
the
think
bullet.
this is the. Oh hell no! I've already bit the bullet enough. This is how many nat 20s from just me in a single fucking day? What the fuck?
That's
3
the
or 4.
no, it's the fifth one.
Oh boy.
God,
Alrighty.
why have you forsaken me?
So at the start of its turns. See, this is why I'm glad you do that because I forget because I know I buffed the weapon because before it was just it was much weaker before. Okay, so it makes another con save. It fails. Roll another d4 for wound damage. Another 3. So, I mean, see. This is why I did it though, right? Because like on normal sort of wounding, you can only apply a wound once per round, which sucks.
But now it's
This way,
once per
anytime
hit.
you hit, so as long as you get a hit, you're probably going to be dealing some amount of damage. Okay. The creature's turn. It is going to.
Did you
So-
make it like a stacked limit on it, or is it unlimited?
As long as he can keep hitting it, unless the creature makes
Con
the
save.
save. If the creature makes the con save, it ends the wounding. But like, if he action surges right and gets like 6 attacks or whatever, or a bunch of attacks in one round, if it fails once, it takes that many d4s of damage.
So basically, you made him a bleed build.
But a proper bleed build, not a bullshit. Hey, you lost 50% of your HP because I poked you once.
You're still salty about Elden Ring.
Oh, hey, by the way, I wanted to infuriate you with something.
With
Beat
what?
Melania by tanking her with the shield, and I won.
Fuck you! I dodged all of his attacks. With the
Don't need
fucking.
to die, you fucking tank, bro.
How the fuck did you manage to tank that fucking flurry of attacks?
Unga bunga.
How much stamina do you have?
Oh no, Fingerprint Stone Shield doesn't cast any stamina to deflect physical attacks.
Fuck.
It was Fingerprint Stone Shield, Magic Grease or the magic spell to buff it, and a plus 25 Fingerprint Stone Shield. It has 100% physical damage reduction, and it has a guard boost of 100, so as long as it's a purely physical attack, it costs no stamina. So you can block the entire waterfowl dance, taking no damage. And I use a rapier, so I can actually hit her while I'm blocking.
You
So
basically cheesed her.
I don't get to say that, bleed build.
I'm not a bleed build, I'm a Moonveil build.
That's even worse.
I'm a pose breaker.
I'm a poise breaker with a heavy thrusting sword, just stab. I stab at thee. I literally did as much damage as she healed. Insane. It was hilarious though. I was like, oh my god, this is working. Anyways, creature is still very much focused on Tangen, and it will make its 3 attacks towards him. That one hits. That one misses. Yep, 1 hit, 2 misses. 10 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5 because he is raging. Creature kind of scratches along his shoulder. He just kind of like gives a half-hearted chuckle because he does not want that terrible, terrible thing called confusing gaze. And he is going to make his 3 slashes. And a 1, 2, 3. Oof.
2 nat ones?
Yeah, the 16 still hits though for 11 points of slashing.
Jesus.
And oops, wrong button. This one. The one that just crawled through the wall next to Lou is gonna make its claw and mandible attack towards you. Oops. 21, 10, and no.
The nat 20 hits.
So the 21 also hits. You have an AC of 21.
Oh fuck, I don't have haste.
Nope, you have hold monster. 23, 33. 33 points of slashing damage. And I need you
Jesus.
to make, for the first time in this campaign, because I never enforced the damn rule, even though it is a rule, a Constitution saving throw for a
33?
concentration. 33.
Jesus.
It's okay. The DC is reduced, so it's like 10 plus. No, it's 5 plus half the damage. So you have to make a DC 21.
Which I'm not gonna make.
DC 21 Constitution. It's a Constitution saving throw specifically.
Oh,
So,
I made it.
Yeah, you would make it anyway because Constitution was the same, but plus 3 from your charisma, you just barely managed to maintain concentration on the hold monster. But oh boy, that hurt.
That hurt like a bitch.
So I think I might have missed the rule. Oh, I did miss the rule because it was you had to make it for each individual attack, but that's okay. You still succeed anyway. Yeah, it's just I never do concentration rules, but you're supposed to do it, and the reason why is because concentration spells are really strong for a reason.
But
Yeah,
it's annoying to do it.
it is annoying to do it.
My turn. I am going to do.
Avert your eyes.
I'm not gonna avert my eyes. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to
You're
come
not gonna
here,
avert your eyes.
and
Okay.
then I'm going to do this.
Oh, okay.
How do I turn it?
It doesn't for that, which is annoying. It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah. Let me just do it
3-foot
here
cone.
then.
I got it. I got it.
I think it hits all of them. I
Yep.
think. Yeah.
That is a DC 17 Constitution save against 10 points of cold damage.
Yep.
And,
Except for this guy that doubles for him.
no. Saving throw damage does not get doubled.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, it's when you make an attack roll that auto crits, but saving throw type damage types do not benefit from crits. So technically speaking, a creature paralyzed does have disadvantage on Dex. Not Constitution save, just the Dex save.
Yeah.
But anyway, 1, 2, all 3 of them managed to fail spectacularly and take 10 points of cold damage. Well done. Good spell choice.
That was an action. So let me see if I have any healing items. Otherwise, I'm fucked. We
You're
really, we really should have just slept before coming here.
I mean, every hour spent away from the rest of your party after who knows how long, and you know one of them was captured by a drow, anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna use this. as a bonus
in
action.
that auction that's supposed to happen in a few hours.
Right. The vial of purple worm acid you apply as a bonus action to your weapon.
And I'm done.
Okay.
Is this motherfucker still up?
Yeah, he's still up. They're tanky. It's just that when you hit it with your smite, you almost did its full HP. Like you did 2/3 almost of its HP. It's still got health. This Umber Hulk at the back of the hall is unfortunately unable to reach you, and because it failed at Rhyme Binding Ice, so isn't it incapacitated? Hindered by ice formations for 1 minute until it or another creature within reach uses an action to break away the ice. Hindered by ice has its speed reduced to 0, so it will use its action to break away the ice, and is going to move away because that was surprising, and it did not seem to enjoy the cold. The Umber Hulk that is paralyzed at the end of its turn makes another Wisdom saving throw. That is still a failure. It is still paralyzed. It is extremely frustrated. Top of the round, straight. What are you going to do?
Oh, let's see.
If it helps you with your decisions, you are now within range of Lou's aura of protection. So if you feel brave and want to make a charisma saving throw, be my guest.
I
Okay,
say
why
bite
not?
the bullet. You're doing a lot of nat 20s.
Oh, so unfortunate. Charisma, right?
If you want, you see 15. You need to get a 12 or lower.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
Christ almighty.
You have another usage of Indomitable?
Oh,
Oh,
once.
well, a D8.
what's 6 through 8? Never got that. Never
On a
mind.
1 to
Fucking
4.
matter.
So on a 1 to 4, the creature does nothing. On a 5 or 6, the creature takes no action, but uses all its movement to move in a random direction. On a 7 or 8, the creature makes one melee attack against a random creature within reach, or it does nothing if there is no creature within reach. So yes, unfortunately, you have been rooted in place. This thing is staring at you menacingly. The Umber Hulk is going to make another con save against your wound damage. Roll fails. Roll a d4. That's a 3.
Three.
Let's just from now
Let's have it keep
every
doing
time
that.
he fails, let's just do a -3 to his HP because it's
I
coming up
want him
3 every time.
want to get a bunch of ones. All right. Um, it's gonna make its claws and bite attack towards Tengen because Tengen is still the one who's doing the most damage and swinging consistently. All 3 of those attacks actually managed to hit. He is going to use his Spirit Shield reaction to reduce damage by
Guy
6.
also had a reaction. Perception.
He what is that? It's rounded down. I mean halved. That is 3, 6.
Oh
He
no, I don't have
only
my fucking
takes
shield.
7 points of damage total.
Never mind. I need to have my shield, and I have a torch and my sword out technically. So
Yeah. Hard knock life. Again is going to make his slash attacks. Wow. 28, 29, and a 13 to hit.
Wow.
So the 29 is a nat 20, is a crit. So that is 10, 20, 36 points of damage. The creature is brought to its knees, but it is not quite down, but it is on a sliver of health. Lou, the creature directly next to you, isn't going to make an attack towards you. it misses all 3 times. You manage to dip, dodge, and dive out of the way.
Nice.
Because
I'm gonna do Shield of Faith
on
as
yourself.
a bonus action upon myself.
What do you think? I would like to remind you that that is a concentration spell.
Is it? Yes, it is. So before doing that, let's just kill this motherfucker.
Okay. I like that plan. That's a
Boom,
good course.
boom.
Oh,
Nat
my lord.
20, motherfucker.
Oh, my lord. It's not like you fucking needed it, but I mean, hey. That's a lot of numbers. 10, 18, plus another 15, that is 33. Plus 8 is 41. Plus 13 is 54.
Hold on.
Plus 14
I did a
is...
nat 20 on him, and we didn't do the extra 10 necrotic damage and 10 temporary hit points.
That's okay. We'll just note the 10 extra necrotic damage. So a total of 78 damage. Again, almost its entire health pool. Goes down. You rip right. Its head comes popping off like a wine cork. It's weird, not quite blood, kind of splatters out as it just falls to the ground, completely and utterly finished. As you get your concentration ends, and you get to cast Shield of Faith on yourself to add +2 to your armor class.
So
Congratulations, you are tankier again.
I added another 10 to my HP and a temporary 10 to my HP because I did another crit on him.
Hmm? Yep.
So yeah, every time I crit on this guy, so I haven't taken any kind of damage. I have all of my HP back.
More or less.
Another 20. Yeah, that's it. This guy is dead. Now we have to just kill this guy.
That is your turn. The one that had run away kind of skitters. You hear its noise get a little bit fainter. That's kind of it for now. This one is dead, but the big old skull on top of the straight top of the round. That thing is on a sliver of health. Sliver.
Well,
I
let's
rolled
see if I could fucking
on
hit
it.
it then, huh?
For what it's worth is looking at Tengen, so I will give you. You will not have to avert your eyes, as it is very angrily looking at the barbarian for smacking the shit out of it.
I'm okay with that. All right, one more time. That's good. Does a 4 kill it?
Is a 4 gonna kill it? Not quite.
Right.
That is unfortunately a
Miss on
miss.
that, yeah. Come on.
Unfortunately a miss.
Is my initial. Is everything else nat 20s, but when I don't have to worry about anything else, it's like. Eh.
Oh, it succeeded on the con save, goddamn.
He's like, fuck
Oh,
you, man.
I'm fucking useless.
Oh
At this
god,
point, he's like, fuck you.
this is not your fight,
Right.
dude.
Listen, alright, I'm
Will
tired. I got
take
my
it.
ass whooped a couple hours before, and I'm getting my ass whooped again.
It's gonna attack
Have a good
Dangan.
day.
That
God
is
damn
2
it.
more hits. He is gonna use his Spirit Shield reaction, because reactions come back at the start of your turn. And that is a... He only takes 7 points of damage instead of 26. He is gonna... Oh, look at you. He gives you like a, almost like a... I hesitate to say pitying, but it comes off as pitying because you're kind of frustrated at this point. He means it well, like, I'm sorry you're kind of having trouble here. And to you, it just sounded like he gave you a big ass fuck you, dude. You suck. Meanwhile, he's gonna attempt to attack and watch him make a fool of himself. No, he hit. Oh,
He
What
hit
are my
all
rolls
of
for
them.
that?
He hit all of
wow.
them.
What are my
Oh,
rolls?
oh boy,
Hi.
he's dead. He just kind of just another spin move, makes a little half pose, and he turns back towards the last one.
Just
And
like I poke him. All right, yeah, fair enough.
that creature is not very smart, but is going to make a smarts check and fail, and it's going to attempt to attack Lou. Lou's 23 HP. That is a miss and a natural 20.
Fuck you.
You take 23 points of slashing damage, and I need you
13.
to make. You have resistance?
Nope. Temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, you only take 13 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a DC, make a Constitution saving throw. DC is
For what?
11. Well, for concentration check.
On what? On my shield. My shield. Okay. Got it.
On your shield of faith. Yes.
Uh,
So
I had a brain
11.
fart at that point. I was like,
I also had a
what?
brain fart when you asked me. I was like, why am I making you do this? Oh right, spell. DC 11 Constitution saving throw is a concentration check. That is beautiful. You are fine.
I was like, yo, man, the whole monster is done. Why are you making me do this?
Right. Do it again. Lou, it is the start of your turn. Are you going to avert your eyes?
I am going to avert my eyes, and as a bonus action, I am going to do.
Some of this.
I am going to do. This.
You can only channel. Actually, you know what? I just remember. Oh no, you have the
Pendant.
Yeah, but that only gives you one extra usage. You used the Abjure Enemy earlier, and you used your Vow of Enmity on this one. You cannot use Channel Divinity anymore until you take a short rest, I think, is when you get those back.
Don't I get like 2 of each? I just get 2.
No. You just get 2 uses of Channel. Well, it's normally 1 as a Paladin across the board. The Amulet of the Devout only gives you 1 more Channel Divinity per rest.
Right. Okay.
I will double check really quickly. When do you get those back? I think it's a short rest. Yeah, it's a short rest for Channel Divinities. So, yeah. We're out until you get a short rest in.
Let me check my spell books to see what do I got.
Just delete it.
Never mind then. I'm just gonna attack. Slash. Avert eyes. So it's 20 and 11.
The 20 does hit
And smite.
for 10 points of damage plus a smite. Level.
1.
Okay, so 2d8.
15.
Awesome. Okay, it
16
is still
and
standing.
15.
Looks pretty rough.
16 and a 15.
It's
That's
10 and a 15.
why?
The 11 does not hit.
Oh, right. Brain fart again. I was looking at the 11 one. 11 was nuts. Like 16 and a half.
Let's see. Where am I? Yes. The Umbra Hulk over here is officially out of combat. It is running away.
You really didn't like that ice.
Well, because it didn't have room, and then it just saw people getting killed as it came out, and I was like,
Fuck this. I'm out.
East. Alright, straight is your turn.
Boy. Let's see. Do I want to actually go up there and get my ass whooped again? Really not, but Yeah, I'm gonna run up on it and swipe at it. How well this goes. I need to
Avert your
away.
eyes. It's looking at Lou, and you're next to Lou, so yes, you need to avert your eyes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, let's just fucking get at this. All right.
You're gonna get your ass
Lord,
whooped.
Lord, please.
Thank you for the vote of
Giving drill.
confidence.
Ah!
Hey, oh! Fine! Fuck that shit.
There is a god. Anyway, all right, let's fucking get at
What's
this
the
then. Let's
spell
see how well
DC?
this goes.
Because that's actually 19 because it's right against me. 19, 23, and 24. Nice.
Nice.
And you have 4 D4 now.
Yeah. That is 3 consecutive hits. An angry
Nice.
fighter. 8,
So
11,
happy.
19 points of slashing
Useful for
damage.
once.
How do
Oh,
you
look,
use-
I'm useful.
I was gonna say, look, Ma, Tengan is going to attack. He's gonna do a 1, 2, 3. And that is a miss, a hit, and a hit. For a total of 23. Thing is looking bloody as shit. And it needs to make a constitution saving throw against 3 wounds. And that is ooh, it barely fails. Roll 3d4.
Roll 3d4 and fuck him up. You got this, my dude. Madzi.
Hey! I'm not making them 3s. You have to roll. Watch them be all 3s. Again.
Dan, what was that?
3d4, please. Yay, 10 points of
3d4.
damage.
I made
Well,
that.
was nameless. I was about to do it, but all right.
Oh my god, you suck. Straight. Hey, 3!
Can we go with mine?
What is with the 3s, dude? I am utterly confused. Oh no, there's a 3, a 2, and a 4. They're not all 3s.
But it looks
Points.
like it.
I did until I looked at it, and then I got disappointed. Good job. You're somehow managing to pull off all 3s. You watch as that creature kind of stand in front of you, bleeding weird insectoid,
Green
and it
blood.
slowly crumbles down, and it dies.
Hey!
He survived and finished the encounter with the 4, technically, Umber Hulks, and you now have 3 hulking bodies in front of you.
Can I do something? Because I didn't want to do this, but because it made sound, but I'm pretty sure if anyone wanted to notice us, it would notice us by now. So I am going to come here, take out my gem and break it. The big ass gem in my
Oh my.
core.
Okay.
No, he's doing drugs.
I'm
doing
doing
drugs.
drugs.
Make an attack roll against this massive crystal, which you had previously harvested from the equally massive wolf-like creature. Man. The first one didn't do it. The second one certainly did. You need the first swipe. This gem is like bigger than your head. The first swipe gets maybe halfway, a little bit more. The second swipe completely breaks through, and the pulsating blue power flickers the orb before Tengen and Straight watch as Lu suddenly gets completely inundated with a brightly colored blue fog cloud that covers his entire body.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and breathe in
I mean, I
as
was gonna
much
say
as I
make
can.
a con save, but that counts as auto failing. So yeah. How? Remind everybody what I said happens when you do that.
When we break a gem and breathe in the powder, the smoke, whatever, that actually counts as kind of XP, and if you get enough, you will level up. And I am hoping I will level up at least once.
And the big one would forcibly pull you up the way.
Uh, I leveled once.
Level up once.
Yay! Level up.
Mm.
Yeah. We are rolling for hit points, right?
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. Yeah. You guys rolled for hit points, right? I know. I said.
Oh, I
I have.
get this. Nice. I'm gonna go to 20 for strength, and I am going to increase my constitution.
Watch as Lou's body just almost glows as the bluish powder flies into his mouth and his nose, and his whole body kind of glows just a little bit. And he comes out looking stronger.
A lot better.
I want to choose a feat, but let's do it later because
Lou, you can, as a additional bonus of huffing the absolutely massive crystal, you get 30 of your lay on hands points back and 1 of your luck points back.
yay! Thank you. Lay on hands.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of, or I'm not exactly for doing drugs, but certainly look more than okay with it.
It's not actually drugs, but yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna take 2 potions of healing. Cool.
I'm going. No.
One. Boy. Oh boy.
I mean, yeah.
Blue. It's, it didn't do much.
So in
Quite
combat, you
honest.
kept rolling 3s out of the moment you combat finishes, 2s, 1s, 1s, 2s.
Actually, that's you can count that as 2 3s.
I hate it.
I have
No,
a question.
no, because the potion of healing
Why?
gives +2. It gives a +2. There's only room for 1 3. The
Not
first.
doing so hot. I used up half of my shit. It's nice.
I would like one of you, whichever one, make an intelligence check for me.
Do you want to do it? Let's.
No.
Okay, then I guess I'm doing it. Intelligence is 14. Ability was ability. Ability. Why didn't it? Okay, 18 is the first one.
Good. Good. Good thing you did that. Because I don't want to know what mine would have been.
Roll. Roll an intelligence. I want to know.
This doesn't count as anything. This is just checking.
I never agreed.
Oh boy. Oh
Again, this was
boy.
just checking.
I never agreed. No, Lou, you remember as you huff crystals and you feel. Oh man, that's such a wild sense. You huff crystals. You feel clarity of mind. And the realization that the auction is going to start in maybe an hour.
So let's just get moving.
Boy,
By me. We're out of here.
I'm guessing this leads to another level.
oh
Gotta say.
yes, oh yes.
Are you
Let's
guys
see.
okay, or do you want to may stop it?
Tengan looks around a bit. What time would you say auction should be starting? Soon?
About an hour, give or take.
Oh boy, I do still have to do. Just still have to guard the venue. Would be appropriate for one of the city guards to not be in attendance.
Do you want to leave? Because they hired a lot of
You wanting to go back the
scouts.
other way?
Oh, this is up to you. Technically speaking, I offered assistance to you to help find your companion because of the help you have provided to Lord Malleus and the city as a whole. So, it's your
I
call.
I have a suspicious feeling that you being here and helping us is gonna help safety of the auction.
Alright. Hold on, just let me. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small sending stone. Goes, Lily, I'm still helping them. Oh, this is Lily. I'm still helping them look. I might not be back in time for the event. Cover for me. Waits for a second. Fine. Try. Just don't be surprised. And Lord Malleus rips you into pieces and puts the stone in his pocket. Alright, let's go.
Don't worry about Lord Marius. If he says anything, I will cover for you.
Oh, I'm not worried about Lord Malleus. I'm worried about Master Zahak, and I'm kind of surprised she didn't use that, but it's fine.
Yeah, if Zach
Sure.
says anything, you're on your own. I don't fight with that. I don't
As
fight with
long
her.
as we As long as we can find more Dro, I think I will be relatively safe.
Yeah, he has a really deep hatred for them. Is there like
There's a good reason.
any backstory there, or is it just
Huh.
general hatred?
Oh no, there's a reason, but it's not a story we would tell outsiders readily. Maybe after this, Malleus can tell you, but I'm not. I'm certainly not going to tell you.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nods. Thanks for understanding. All right, you head onwards yet again. Oh, wait, hold on. Just realized I need to give you the torch. Give you your torches. Signify that you are still capable of seeing. I need to put him there, I know. I have to do this every single time. Again, goes, oops, here. Blue has torch. 40 and 20. And straight also has a torch. 40 and 20. There you go. Double torch.
Double torches. Okay. Can you see any tracks or?
The Umber Hulk tracks are starting to fade, and you're starting to actually see more humanoid tracks again, yeah?
So it goes here, assuming.
Yep, y'all are gonna continue forward. And as you start passing these kind of darker piles of rocks, Tengen kind of looks at me, looks slightly confused, and just kind of like giving like a confused glance before continuing onwards, cautiously, just kind of looking.
What's going on, Tengen?
I don't know. Look familiar. I'm just not sure how.
Are we back where we started, or is it?
Oh no, definitely not. But just something about this seems familiar. And as you start heading forward, you start hearing very faintly laughing voices chattering.
When I hear that, I immediately back off and hold Nightshade and Tengen.
You all go quiet for a moment and you hear the voices again. Speaking in that vaguely familiar that language, it's like you hear bits of Undercommon and then bits of another language that you don't actually know. Tengen does stiffen up slightly as he hears it. He goes, well, looks like I might have jinxed us when I said if I don't see a Drow, Master Zahak will have my head. Makes a face. Then he makes a face like he swallowed a lemon.
I heard uncommon and another one. What? I assume you understand the other one.
It's Elvish. It's Elvish.
What are you saying?
Uh, listens for a moment. Just stay here. Keep the torches out of sight. And it goes forward. Stays there and just kind of holds his ear up to the wall. Sounds like they're something about a ceremony.
No. Okay, I'm gonna do a stealth check.
And I don't know how well this is gonna go.
That lucky point came in handy.
Oh my god. This is
I
a
mean,
great start to
I'm gonna
mediocre.
put out my torch too. Then
Okay.
continue.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just stay back.
Probably a good idea. Okay, Lou, I need to put out your torch.
To continue on, I'll keep my torch back here since I can't see as well as you two.
Yeah.
I gesture to Tengen to just move forward. Maybe do a sneak attack on them.
There's a lot of them. Here, maybe 8 people. Yeah, sounds like 8 of them.
Let's just move in for now. See what's going on. Then we decide what to do.
Sounds like sure. Didn't you say you had a teammate who was a druid?
Yes.
Sounds like they're waiting for someone to bring a druid.
Shit.
Should have arrived an hour? No. Should have arrived an hour and a half ago. Still haven't come yet. Doesn't make sense.
She said something about being home.
Alright.
Get a serving, you fuck.
It's
That
he
was
thinks I stole ice cream, but I didn't. I got a drink.
I love it, the background comments so much.
I didn't have my mic muted, you fuck.
That was a good tension breaker.
We're recording, people. We're recording. This is all net.
This is going to be some good memories.
Sometime in the future, the DM will remember this moment and he will say to the paladin, "He was innocent, you fuck."
uh,
And
Guinea pig, you fuck.
uh, just to Tengen, is there any kind of spiders or spider nest nearby? Because she might be there.
I don't hear anything like that, but
There were some face spiders when we fought these guys last time. I'm assuming there are face spiders nearby too.
when you say that, he kind of freezes again and he looks at you. Say that again.
Phase spiders?
He looks around the room you all are in, and he just kind of looks around slowly. I swear to God, if you fucking jinxed us, I'm gonna kill you myself.
Who, me?
And yeah, you. Straight. Once again, weirdest sensation. The back of your neck as you dive forward, and a massive spider bites where your head was, and misses. Fuck.
I knew that heard this song and dance went. Oh God.
And gotta start rolling initiative.
This isn't gonna end well.
Oh, come on!
My boy. My boy.
We are not doing good.
Thank God wants us to see this out.
We are going to die.
You draw your weapons. For now, the gathering of Joe are still chatting rather merrily in the background. So here's hoping you can end it quickly. Is currently the phase spider, the one that bit straight. It's gonna attempt that one more time. That is still a miss. Tengen is going to very quickly, not rage, but he runs forward and just swings.
And I wouldn't be too upset if he was pissed.
I'm hoping to
Yeah,
God one of these phase spiders is Omnia.
that is a nat 20 and another hit for a total of 27 points of damage. Almost. He takes off 3 of that one's legs and it falls to the ground, but it's still twitching. It is going to attempt an attack. It misses because it is fallen to the ground and missing its legs. Lou, it is your turn.
Hmm. How long does a Shield of Fate last? Okay.
Up to 10 minutes based on concentration. It has not been that long, so as long as you were concentrating, which I'd reason you probably were,
Yeah.
3 AC. Because, you've every tunnel you've been in so far has been full of random ass creatures. Argoths, Umber Hulks, Alabdur, Phase Spiders.
2 15s.
Would both of those would hit for let's see, the first hit is 13 16, second hit is another 8 11, no 8 12, so 12, so 16 plus 12 is 28.
Let's just
Again,
put a
you
smile
drop,
on it.
it drops, it loses several of its legs, and then that second hit you cut off legs and half of its face and it is dead.
So it didn't need the smite?
Oh,
And then I'm gonna move here.
Straight, it is your turn.
Well, fucking bunga it is.
Oh, fucking bunga. Unga fucking bunga.
Let's see. Well, I'll just slash at the one that's right in front of me and hope this goes well. Can't get any worse, right? Does.
Yeah, you can.
You just
Full of
jinxed it for
innocence.
Don't fucking jinx yourself, man. 21. Oh, hello.
Couldn't that be against a stronger opponent, though? But I see you laughing at me. I don't appreciate it.
Fuck off, man. You did not,
No,
20. I'm encouraging your ass. Fuck off.
no. Look at what I rolled for regular damage.
minus
It's a
14.
2.
That is a good chunk of damage. Top of the round, that face spider has to
Please, why are you
save
coming around?
throw.
Still had one more, but if it's dead, then
Oh, right. Do it again. I forgot. Hits.
22. There
oh,
we
look at
go.
what
You did a
my crit was though.
10.
Regular damage.
The start of its round, the creature unfortunately succeeded on the saving throw, takes no wounding damage. Tangan is gonna quickly. They start rearing back and look like they're about to shriek. Tangan hits that one down, and another hit. That one missed, and then the third hit thankfully hits, but is not enough damage. So this one is very much dead. The
It's my turn.
last creature raises up, and it lets out a very quick. It starts shrieking. Make your attack roll. As it starts to shriek, and the first attack hits and manages to cut off its head entirely, and it gurgles as it falls limp to the ground. And those still seem to be chatting away merrily. Managed to
Whoa.
kill it without causing an alarm, but that was close.
Whew. That was fucking close. We're just gonna go back here. I'm assuming we don't have to do another stealth check. Or do we?
That would be preferable if you were heading into an area where there are most likely several drow.
Let me do another stealth check then. It was a 15. Yeah. Let's just stick with that 15.
You just barely notice the light of a actual fire, not that weird cold fire, but an actual flame in the middle of what appeared to be 8 drow feasting on various bits of food and drinking, all just chatting away. They did not seem to notice you.
So let me just go here. What's the plan? But what are we going to do? Are we just attacking them? Is there like a sneak attack?
How many of them did you see?
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, give or take.
Well, we just killed 3 face spiders, and assuming they're using these things as mounts, probably 5 more of them. I think it's better if we go back then, because this kind of nods towards straight. Neither you nor I are in very good states.
What if
Glad you're
they
in the
bring
same.
our companion here?
You need a decent amount of firepower, I think, because he heads forward. I don't usually use normal fires unless this is an actual commonly traveled route that they use. Here's closer. Oh, well, fuck. Yeah, no. He heads back. No, we're not doing this right now. That's, they got a mage. Fully too. We're not doing that right now.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go back and
This is a
protect.
pretty good harvest, I think.
Yeah, let's just tail it back to the auction because I am 90% sure these guys are going to do something at the auction.
Well, with any luck, I can get some more people. And you start heading back as you start talking. Well, with any luck, I can get more people stationed. And Malleus did want some of your scouts helping, so this should serve as a decent deterrent.
Let's hope they are not stupid enough or devoted enough to love to do anything.
They're this close to Qigong, they're devoted enough. Don't worry about that. You start heading back. You get into a little bit of a issue when you actually head towards the area where the rock creatures were. But one of them sees you, Lou, and kind of nervously shuffles backwards, and the other ones look at it, and after a bit of unintelligible rock speak, they
Rock speak.
delve back into the walls and floor, and you are able to pass through.
Rock speak is going to be queen. That's what I'm imagining.
Yes, they said we will rock you, just not today.
It's like you can't read my mind. I guess we are going back to the auction. Hopefully we can find Omnia there.
Mm-hmm. Who's Umnia?
Who's Omnia?
All right. You head back to the.
We are going
Alright,
back
let's-
to the hotel.
Ah, here we go. Back towards Qigong.
Hey, can we take a rest? We really need to take a rest, man. We definitely can't do a
You
long rest, but we can do a short one.
have just over an hour, so if you would, you could barely force yourself to take an hour-long nap, leaving you just precious minutes away from the auction.
We definitely gonna need it. So short rest is it is.
Long rest. I mean, short rest, yes, short rest. Pff,
Rest.
Definitely be appreciated.
short rest.
It
No,
doesn't
you can
heal.
roll a die heal. It gives you an option. I know it gives you an option. So, you can manually roll however many hit die you need to.
D20.
Oh. There you go.
I have 11
heal 90.
available. So I can do 11 times.
You can roll as many of your hit die as you have levels whenever you take a short rest.
Oh, right. So D10.
It wasn't letting me do that when I tried to do it.
Oh.
I couldn't figure it out.
Weird.
How to tell it to do
Because
it.
normally I say that you can only do once per short rest, but I know officially you can do it more than once. And I'm like, well, you guys, I should cut you some slack sometimes. So you heal a total of 9, 15,
Don't need
25.
Don't need it.
40.
It calculated for me.
So that you can do the same for yourself for your short resting.
Okay.
And
All is
yeah.
well, so
And straight, that is a good idea.
you or
That's 4 and then 9. I'm doing it. Okay.
You lost a lot of health.
Yeah, I did.
His traits was like enemies were
Wasn't
like,
in a good
I'm gonna fuck that guy in particular.
See that
And then
guy? Yeah, fuck him in
in
particular.
front.
Why?
Or like,
What do you
switching
do?
it to
Nothing wrong, but fuck him anyway.
No reason. I just liked fucking with this guy.
yes, you should eat the brown part of the banana. That's the sugar spots.
Who are you talking to?
Umnia posted in the chat. I'm kidding, Umnia. Sugar spots are on the outside. If there's brown on the inside, that's bruised.
It's the gross part.
It's the bruised fruit.
I know it's totally safe to eat, but no.
It's the mushiest bits.
Psychologically, it gives me psychic damage when I eat it.
It gives you emotional damage. You know what you do when you have mushy fruit that's still ripe?
You make bread.
Emotional
You throw it
damage.
smoothies. Alright, everybody, since you finally made it back to Qigong, and even though you didn't get your party members back, shame that, we are going to put an end to the session tonight. And next time, we will be meeting in the long-awaited auction.
What's in the
Started
box?
this whole... A druid's in the box.
A dick in the
Thanks for
box.
playing. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.